Okay, students, today we are going to start our chalk animal art. It is one of my favorite projects, and I hope you will enjoy it too. We are going to begin on day one with drawing our animal. So the very first thing you want to do is to decide what you're going to do. I have a lot of idea sheets of different animals out that you can choose from, or if you have an animal or need me to print off a picture, just let me know. So I'm going to do this frog here. Now, it can be overwhelming when you look at an animal where to start. So it is important to break it down into shapes. So when I look at this frog, I see that his head is an oval. And then these arms are, you can kind of piece it into, different two parallel lines, kind of make like a sideways V or C. So I'm going to start there. So I'm going to do the head. Now you want to make your animal really big. Your animal should fill up most of your pictures. So my frog here, I'm going to do the head part, and I want it to be really big. So I am going to make that oval, and we're going to use erasers to draw with first, because you can see I can decide the shape of my head, and if I don't like it, you see how it's with the eraser? I can just take it and I can rub it away. So if I'm like, I want to do something different. So you're going to take, and I want that oval shape, and I want my frog to kind of be this area and big, so I am going to make an oval for the head, and then I notice it kind of has these two lines on either side that it's coming down, and the arms, like I said, kind of make like a letter V or a C with a point coming from this other. So I'm going to do two parallel lines for the arms coming over the sleeve. And again, if you have an animal you want to do, or you just want to do it from your mind, you know how you want to draw a giraffe or whatever it may be. You don't have to look and follow. This is observational drawing. I'm observing with my eye and I'm drawing it on my picture. And then I have this line for the leaf that is coming out over here. And it has two lines. So I'm starting to build up my picture. And he's got these fingers. I have to be very careful with erasers that I don't erase anything that I'm doing. I'm going to put circles on the ends of those fingers. So as I am drawing this, I know I'm going to go back over it with my pencil. All right, now I want to go back in and do my eyes. I'm going to have my mouth kind of here, and that's a line. Now the eyes are ovals too, with the line coming down. So I'm just breaking it down into shapes, and at first you're like, this does not look like a frog at all, but as you build it up, it'll start to take shape. So I think now I'm ready to go and draw it with my pencil. So I have to be careful not to erase any of my lines, but I'm going to fill it in and go over everything with my pencil. When I am done with this, for today we are just drawing. Next week we are going to add glue, black glue, to raise up all of our lines before we start doing the chalk. So here's my mouth. I made that oval shape, but I know that I don't need this line anymore. I just need a line coming down into the body. I hope you guys can see the pencil lines on this video. My arms. So I have to be very careful and take my time. Kind of like I tell my younger students, you are driving on the roads. These are our eraser roads, and we want to take our time with our pencil and drive slowly so you don't end up off your road. All right, I got my fingers over here. When I get all done with my animal, the next step is I need to start to fill up the rest of my picture. The animal should take up most of your picture, but whatever is left, think about where it is. If you're doing a fish, what would be around it? If you are doing a giraffe, is there a tree? Or is it open fields behind it? For my frog here on this leaf, I think it's probably the rainforest. So I'm going to need to fill it in with items from a rainforest to make sense. So I have my leaf here. I might decide to fill up my picture, especially because this is zoomed in on this frog. So my frog is done. Oh, I need the nose circles. You can kind of see my frog there. And I might want, it's like a fern leaf. I'm gonna make lines coming down. We're really zoomed in on this. Now over here I might decide I am going to make like a big bush with big flowers. I would plan this out with your eraser just like you did your animal. But to save time on this video, I'm just drawing it out. And remember, when you go with your pencil, always go light till you get it right. In case you don't like something, you can erase it. It's hard to erase when you push down too hard. So I have some, we're really zoomed in, so these flowers are really big. And I think what else could be in a rainforest besides some flowers and more leaves? I might have a vine. If it's a jungly rainforest, there might be a long vine with more leaves coming off of it. I'm doing everything really big because I know that I want areas to fill in with chalk. And it's hard to do it if I draw too small. So I'm not going to draw my leaf, maybe like these are grass, super tiny and skinny. You can see the difference between the large one and the little ones, because those are going to be really hard to get green chalk inside after I do my black glue. So I'm going to make everything nice and big. When I am done, I need to make sure that on the back I have my name and class, and you are going to put these into your class folder or table folder. Okay, so you would be ready then once it's all penciled in to start next week with drawing with the black glue over our pencil lines. Have fun, be creative.